Hey, what is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video, My Sports Gematria. In this video, I'm going to go over the NBA games for Wednesday, April 7th, 2021. I'm going to show you both sides of each game, and it'll be up to you to determine who you think will win based on the numbers. I encourage you to add additional information on top of this if needed for you to feel confident in your own pick. And if for some reason you're curious to know who I'm picking in these games, you'll have to join my Patreon where my picks are always in writing, underlined, and italicized. For more information on that, please read the description of this video. I wish you guys the best of luck in your picks today, and let's get into today's games. We have the Timberwolves versus Pacers, Wizards Magic, Knicks Celtics, Pelicans Nets, Grizzlies Hawks, Mavericks Rockets, Hornets Thunder, Spurs Nuggets, Jazz, and the Suns. So I have what I call my daily numbers on this side, date numerology, Gregorian, Hebrew calendar. And then I have my game numbers on this side, the away team up top, their season record, coach record, head-to-head in the middle, home team at the bottom. So there's 9 games on the board here, so I'm just going to punch through the highlights for each side. That way this video isn't too long, and you get a sense of what's going on for each side, and then you can do what you will with info. Timberwolves, Pacers. Not a whole lot marked here. Pacers played yesterday, and I think they won or lost. Where are they at? Oh, yeah, they lost. Bulls won. So they're coming off a loss, back-to-back game. They got their 15th home loss yesterday on a 15-date numerology. Today being 16-date numerology, back-to-back game. They could just go ahead and get their 16th home loss as well to go with it. They would sit on 22 wins for the season as Timberwolves get their 22nd all-time head-to-head win against the Pacers, this being the second and last head-to-head matchup between these two teams. Pacers won the first time, so Timberwolves could get their revenge, even it up, 1-1. It's the Timberwolves coach's 21st regular season game. Wolves can sit on 21 losses with a win. Timberwolves, they can get their 14th win for the season in their 52nd game. Today with 52-date numerology, 52 sums to 43, the 14th prime number. In regards to it being 16-date numerology, 16 does sum to 39. And Timberwolves could get their 39th loss for the season. And they would also then get their 22nd road loss to go with. And the number 22 sums to 39. Pacers could just go ahead and sweep the Timberwolves 2-0 like 20. The word 20 sums to 55. 257 is the 55th prime number. And it is the 25th day of the 7th month on the Hebrew Civil, like 257, the 55th prime. It's Timberwolves' 27th away game. Pacers, they can sit on 27 losses with a win. They would get their 23rd win for the season as they get their 9th home win. 23, the 9th prime number. Pacers would get their 41st all-time head-to-head win against the Timberwolves as Timberwolves sit on 13 wins for the season. 41, the 13th prime. So definitely two sides here. Wizards Magic. It is April 7th, written 4/7, or you can say it's the 7th of April, 7/4, 4/7, 74, 47. Magic with the win can get their 74th all-time head-to-head win against the Wizards. They would sit on 53 all-time head-to-head losses, the 16th prime number. Today does have 16-date numerology on the Gregorian. That 16 number does go against the Magic, though. They could get their 16th home loss as Wizards sits on 16 road losses with the win. And then Wizards would also sit on 32 losses for the season with the win. Today was 16 and 32 date numerology. It's also the 201st day of the Hebrew Civil, and the Wizards coach, he can sit on 201 regular season losses with the win as a coach for Wizards. Possibility there. But bringing it back to the number 16, 16 sums to 93, and Magic coach could get his 93rd regular season win as a coach for Magic, and then he would sit on 113 regular season losses as a coach for Magic, the 30th prime number. Today does have 113 date numerology on the Hebrew Civil, and Magic could sweep Wizards 3-0, like 30 for the season with the win. So, I want to think that Wizards would get at least one win head-to-head against Magic. So there's numbers for that. 16, 16, sitting on that 32, sitting on that 201. But Magic has a few numbers too. 93, the coach. 113, the 3-0. 74, 53. And then, of course, Magic could sit on 33. Magic can sit on 33 losses for the season, as Wizards get their 33rd loss for the season. 16 date numerology, 16 sums to 33 and 93. So that would play in favor of the Magic. Knicks and Celtics. This one's a little weird. It's the 547th all-time head-to-head matchup between these two teams. 547 is the 101st prime number. 101 is the 26th prime number. One of these two teams is going to become 26 and 26 for a season record with a win. It could be the team who's playing their 26th home game that could do it. It's both these teams' 52nd game, 52 date numerology on the Gregorian. Maybe Celtics, they played yesterday and they lost. Maybe they have motivation to get revenge on the Knicks, to even the series 1-1 head-to-head against, as Knicks sit on 11 away wins with the loss. There's potential there. But, something else interesting is Knicks, they could sweep the Celtics for the season, like 20. And the number 20, already typed in, has 26 and 28 Gematria, and it's the 28th away game for Knicks, and it's the 26th home game. And then it could play in the favor of Knicks becoming 26-26. So that's a tricky one right there. Definitely a tricky one. Celtics could get their 16th home win, 16 date numerology. Knicks could sit on 16 away losses with a win. Really goes both ways. Be careful with that one. Pelicans and the Nets, 39th all-time head-to-head matchup between these two teams. Nets can get their 22nd home win. Pelicans can sit on 22 wins for the season. The number 22 sums to 39. Nets would sit on 16 losses for the season with a win, as Pelicans get their 16th away loss. 16 date numerology on the Gregorian. 52 date numerology on the Gregorian. It's the 52nd game for the Nets. Something that would favor Pelicans is Nets. If they lose, they would sit on 21 home wins for the season, as Pelicans get the 21st all-time head-to-head win against the Nets. And then Pelicans would get their 23rd win for the season, as they get their 9th road win. 23 is the 9th prime number. Nets would get their 17th loss for the season, as they get their 7th home loss. 17 is the 7th prime number. 1820. Let me see something. 1821. Oh, I thought that might have been in prime or something. Although if Pelicans lose, they would get their 29th loss for the season, as the Nets become 1-0 head-to-head against the Pelicans, like 10. 29, the 10th prime number. Grizzlies and the Hawks. The Hawks, they can get their 25th loss for the season in their 52nd game of the season. 52-25 reflections of each other. 52 date numerology on the Gregorian, the 97th day of the Gregorian year, 97 the 25th prime number, 25th day of the Hebrew religious year. Grizzlies, their coach, he would get a 60th win regular season with for his career. 60 sums to 97 and 25. And then Grizzlies could sit on 23 losses for the season with the win in their 23rd away game. Hawks 23rd home game. This one's a little tough. Both the home and away records are kind of the same. So either connections kind of go either way for that. But Hawks could get their 28th win for the season as they become 2-0 head-to-head against the Grizzlies with a sweep, like 20. The number 20 sums to 107, the 28th prime number. It also sums to 28. Hawks getting their 28th win as they become 2-0 with the sweep. Grizzlies would sit on 25 wins for the season, 97th day, the 25th prime, instead of Hawks getting their 25th loss. It could be the 14 here for the coach. Coach can get his 14th win as a coach for the Hawks in their 52nd game of the season. 52 date numerology, 52 sums to 43, the 14th prime number. So that could be part of it as well. And then they would also get their 14th home win to go with it. But to be careful, Grizzlies can get their 14th road win. So yeah, they'll just keep looking at both sides. Both of these teams play tomorrow. Or excuse me, both of these teams played yesterday. The Grizzlies won yesterday. And I believe the Hawks won yesterday as well. So both these teams are coming off a win. Grizzlies looking to probably get revenge against the Hawks. 60, 60 to 59, 50, 63. Yeah. This one's not an easy one either. 28, 20. Of course, Grizzlies can get their 20th all-time win as they get their 26th win. 20 sums to 26 as well. Yeah, so this one goes back and forth with the numbers. Can make a case for either one. Mavericks versus the Rockets. Mavericks, they can sit on 21 losses for the season with the win as they become 2-1 head-to-head against the Rockets for the season with the win as the Rockets get their 21st home loss. It's the Rockets' 52nd game for the season, 52 date numerology on the Gregorian. 32 date numerology as well, 32 sums to 85. Rockets with the win could sit on 85 regular season head-to-head losses against Mavericks as they get their 100th regular season head-to-head win. Rockets would get their 14th win of the season in their 52nd game, 52nd game. 52 sums to 43, the 14th prime. Mavericks would sit on 28 wins for the season in their 28th road game with the loss. And Mavericks could get their 12th road loss as they become 1-2 head-to-head against Rockets if the Rockets were to win. So, and what's interesting kind of with the Mavericks is if they become 28-22 for a season record, their coach would sit on 822 wins regular season for his career. 2822, 822. A little bit of similarity there. But I don't know how far you want to stretch it with something like that. Rockets could easily just sit on 107 all-time wins against Mavericks, as Mavericks get their 94th. 107 is the 28th prime number, 28th away game, 107 date numerology on the Hebrew religious. So that would play in favor of Mavericks. Hornets versus the Thunder. Hornets better watch out. They can become 25-25 for a season record with the loss. 97 date on the Gregorian year. 97 sums to 25. Hornets coach, he would sit on 97 wins regular season with the loss as they become 25-25. It's the 60th all-time head-to-head matchup between these two teams. 60 sums to 97 and 25. They would get their 16th away loss for the season. 16 date numerology. Hornets better watch out. I mean, you know, they could go ahead and get their revenge against the Thunder. Hornets aren't that bad. You know, they could even the score 1-1 head-to-head against the Thunder. Like an 11 as Thunder get their 31st loss for the season. 31 the 11th prime number. Um, 20, 21, 50. It's just tough with that 25-25. It seems so easy, but almost too easy. That's kind of why I'm a little cautious of it. It is the 26th home game for the Thunder. It's the 28th away game for the Hornets. Thunder could sweep 2-0 head-to-head against the Hornets like 20. 20 sums to both 26 and 28. Although Hornets could sit on 41 all-time head-to-head losses against Thunder with the win, 41 the 13th prime. They would get their 13th road game or road win as Thunder becomes 9-17 at home. And 917 is an anagram of 179. 179 is the 41st prime number, so it'd be like a 13 effect, 41-13 effect. And then 19 sums to 41 as well. And the number 41 also sums to 98. Hornets coach can get his 98th regular season win. So there's some numbers there for Hornets. Spurs, Nuggets. Spurs are going to get their 25th win or their 25th loss. It goes either way. Their coach comes in with 1,301, which looks like a 131. 131 is the 32nd prime. 32 date numerology on the Gregorian. He can stay on that number with the loss. Nuggets, they can sit on 32 wins for the season, or they can get their 33rd win. 16 date numerology on the Gregorian, 16 sums to 33. Nuggets got their 6th win in a row yesterday on the 6th of April. I don't see why they wouldn't get their 7th win in a row on the 7th of April. There's potential there. 52 date numerology, 97 day, 97 the 25th prime. 25, 52, 52, 25. Nuggets coach, we get his 252 win regular season as a coach for Nuggets. But Nuggets coach has some very fascinating numbers that almost seem too good to be true. But they better be careful. Nuggets, their coach, he can get his 268th regular season loss for his career on a day, leaving 268 left on the Gregorian. And then he would also become 251, 201 for a record as a coach for Nuggets regular season with the loss. It's the 25th day of the first month on the Hebrew religious, like 251. And it's the 201st day of the Hebrew civil, 201. And he could become 251, 201 with a Nuggets loss. So he better be careful. There's numbers for Nuggets to win this game, but the sum seems too good to be true, but I don't know. You just never know. And Spurs, they could go ahead and just sweep the Nuggets 2-0 for the season, like 20 in their 20th away game. And then they would sit on 71 regular season head-to-head losses against the Nuggets as they do it. 71 to 20 at the prime number. So there's numbers for the Spurs, there's numbers for the Nuggets. And then Jazz and Suns, I have nothing marked here because honestly I really couldn't find anything. Oh, I take that back. You can just do the 16. I guess I can just mark the 16. So Jazz can sit on 16. Suns can get their 16th home win, potentially, maybe. Outside of that, Jazz get their 39th win or their 13th loss. Jazz lost the first time against the Suns. Maybe they're looking to get that revenge, 1-1. But, nothing jumps out at me. Maybe you guys watching this can help me out. Maybe put something in the comments about this game. I mean, Suns could sit on 93 regular season head-to-head losses against the Jazz. 16 date numerology, 16 sums to 93 as the Suns get their 16th home win. Are the Suns going to sweep the Jazz? Actually, no, they got second of 3 games, so they got one more game after this. 35, 15, 36. Suns coach, he could sit on 53. This would go with the 16 as well. He could sit on 53 losses regular season as a coach for Suns with a win, 53 to 16th prime. Both of these teams play tomorrow, so you'd have to look at the calendar tomorrow and just see if anything lines up for them. If Suns win, they'd be 36-14 heading into tomorrow. Anything makes sense here for that? Jazz win, they'd be 39-12. Anything makes sense here for that? For tomorrow. Tomorrow, the 26th day on the Hebrew. 16-9. Tomorrow has 171 date numerology on the Hebrew Civil. If Jazz win this game, they would be 17-1 on the road heading into tomorrow's game. Yeah, this one I'm going to have to keep looking at. But I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time. Hopefully I've given you enough information here to get some things sparked off in your mind. Look at more things, look at more options. Just look at the numbers here and just consider each side. You know, just like, okay, what would it look like if they got their 39th win? What would it look like if they got their 13th loss? What would it look like if they got their 17th away? What would it look like if they got their 11th loss away? And you just see if anything makes sense within the numbers within the here and within here. I'm just kind of doing quick speed reads here so I can record a video for you guys and then also not make it too long. But I'm gonna go back through here and I'll probably mark a few more things that I may have missed or just not popping up for me for some reason. Like this one that just came to mind. Suns, their coach, he could get his 54th regular season loss as a coach for the Suns. Today, the 25th day of the first month on the Hebrew religious, 251 is the 54th prime number. All right, thanks for watching, guys.